Parents do their very best to educate their kids before they leave the nest. But most kids learn a dismal way. They're sent off to a state-run public school each day.
I'd really rather I could stay at home and play.
The teacher imparts knowledge to a great big class, but has got to dumb it down so everyone will pass. While parents and children always know they can study just as rapidly as they can go.
We learn more at home than in a class, where they dare not go so fast that someone might not pass.
So they send their children off to school, assuming if they don't that they would break the rule. For how can children learn to spell if they never have to undergo that classroom hell?
At least that's the baloney schools try to sell.
But we have found a better way. With school at home, our children learn much more each day. And mass production schools shouldn't only be for parents satisfied with mediocrity.
Yes, mass production schools are not for me, for I'm not satisfied with mediocrity.
To squander precious childhood time is really as deplorable as any crime. And standing in line and sitting still wastes endless hours each weekday in the schoolroom mill.
I've better ways to fill that time spent at the mill.
And children find it painful to sit all day or waste long hours in a queue, while the class spends April, May, and June on what a homeschooler could cover in an afternoon.
We really don't have time to kill, so why should children spend their time down at the mill?
In school they learn the standard stuff, but parents often think that that is not enough. And history may well be fine, but the spin is always governed by the party line.
Yes, the spin is always governed by the party line.
We've a right to question and discuss the content of the textbooks that are forced on us. Parents just don't have a way to control what children face in public school each day.
Yes, Mom should really have a say in deciding what we face in public school each day.
When 35 kids all want to play, how does a teacher cover anything that way? They can't do English and geography until they've learned compliance and conformity.
But I don't want to learn compliance and conformity.
While classroom students learn fealty, our kids work on cognitive ability. For nothing we do could possibly be more important than to educate our progeny.
We can always learn more effectively than those whose time is wasted on conformity.
Homeschool mixes work with play, and excellence in education shows the way for parents to learn what to do to teach our kids the most, and often they learn too.
Yes, parents find when homeschooling that they learn too.
And public school just can't compete with the dedicated parents who you there will meet, where moms and dads their counsel share, and there is always someone who can help you there.
And homeschool parents, yours and mine, can learn a lot from Martin and from Caroline.
College admissions aren't fooled, so many brilliant geniuses have been homeschooled. If you think of Dickens, Twain, and Shaw, compulsory education is a frightful law.
Yes, the argument for that law has a dreadful flaw.
With park day field trips, classes galore, EIE homeschoolers couldn't ask for more. Yes, homeschool children can compete, but saying more about EIE might well be indiscreet.
Yes, EIE kids can compete, but we won't say more for fear of being indiscreet.
You struggle hard to do your part with government psychology and Western art, but the kids don't strive quite as they could, and you wonder if they've learnt the subjects as they should.
And of course we don't view anything the way you would.
If you think sometimes, what have I wrought, and despair of doing justice to the subjects taught, then just recall this simple rule: you really couldn't do much worse than public school.
But if you don't enforce conformity, you must accept who I become, that's up to